So Alpha State, roll out or work out to sore areas with the trainer. That's you, right? Can't that's what you added in, right?
Yeah, that's what I added in. And then I had reading or listening to a good podcast.
Okay, okay. For Alpha?
Yeah, for that Alpha
Okay,
State.
okay. So relax and okay, so go all the way to the top. Relax my mind by reading or listening to it. Okay, got you. Okay, okay. I say you did it now. Okay. You typed in everything after the short description, basically. Okay.
Yeah, after the little, yep.
Yeah. So release my mind, relax my mind by reading or listening to a podcast. Get a good pregame meal into fuel for high performance. Nice. What's a pregame meal for you? A
This
good
year
one.
I was on uh a lot of brown rice noodles,
Hmm.
steak, veggies, and then I
Hmm.
would throw in some grapes with cheese and crackers.
Okay.
That was my go-to. I mean, I couldn't even tell you how many times I ate this meal. Like almost every time we played at home, that was what I had before the game.
Okay. So I'm gonna text one more person. Okay, Julian. It's in the I think he found it. Yeah, he should be this somebody's here. Might be DeJorn. Type in the chat who iPhone 3 is. I always forget. So, okay, that meal. That was the thing that stood out for me because, you're supposed to do that, but, a lot of times we forget to write it down. Not forget to do it, but just to get it, we get to include it.
Mm.
Um, affirmation for so empowers inside empowerment segment. I use power I am statements to reinforce self-belief. I am on the best team in the league. We are the best team. I like it simple to the point. Teammate segments, team segment. Talk starting pitcher and plan attack. Nice pregame handshakes, pregame yells. Put my beliefs in order. Solid, solid. Band work, warm up muscle, explosive movements, elevate heart rate, and sharpen competitive edge. Nice. Maintain composure, focus, and mental clarity. Love that. Love that. Post game. This is the one that's going to be interesting for me because this is the one that's overlooked a lot.
Most games tough.
Yeah, I think it's tough because it's not done.
Yeah.
I think we just reflect, uh, focus on those two words, reflection and recovery. Reflection and recovery. All right. Diaphragmatic breathing. Where's the start right here? Perfect.
So I had some of the weighted breaths. What I did this past season was short game, post game exercises,
Mm-hmm.
short post game exercises with the trainer,
Mm-hmm.
just to like flush my body out and
Okay.
just so I can, get some good blood flow in before sleep. And that
Okay.
would really relax me quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Just get my mind onto something fresh for a sec. And
Mm-hmm.
then the solution-based self-talk, we usually talk about stuff
Mm-hmm.
uh during our post-game meal. Like we'd have maybe our first base coach in there and we'd just be chopping it up. Either, it could be on the game or more than likely it's about the game, but just kind of passing off whatever information we gathered, you know, laughing about how great it was or how terrible it was of a night.
Mm-hmm.
So getting that and then just like making sure that's checked before we walk out the door. Like he would always remind us like, hey, but whatever it is bothering you right now, by the time you walk out this door tonight, like you gotta leave it. Like it's left here at the park and you go and enjoy your night. So
Mm-hmm.
back into the real world. Um I want to tap into that 3-2-1 method though. That is
Okay.
something I added in there.
Okay.
Uh, and I saw you had it in the bottom summary too.
Yeah.
Um, So I got to get into that. So I don't usually journal post game.
Now, if you need to follow that, or you can just go with the start, stop, continue, because that's pretty much the same thing. What
Yeah.
what I need to start doing differently, what I need to stop doing differently, and what I need to continue doing. And that
Hmm.
document is it's already on the website. And 321 probably is, but you probably gotta scroll down.
Yeah.
But yeah, start, stop, continue is the same thing. And that's easily found.
Yeah. And then I think the pre-game efficiency is sometimes what I went back on some of my days. Like if I could go back, if I had the power to go back, right?
Hmm.
The one thing I would change about the season, I don't think it'd be any of the games or anything, any of
Hmm.
the outcomes, because that's way too far out of my control. But my pregame routine.
Yeah.
I had a good pregame routine and I was able to get up I was hitting almost 320 like in the first 2 months. I was on a climb. And then I literally remember there was like a 2 week gap that I just like went completely underwater. The pregame routine fizzled off a little bit, and then I had to get it back going again.
Hmm.
So there's one thing I kept would have wanted to keep consistent was that pregame routine and the efficiency of that. So that was a game changer.
Being a water, go back to those do's and don'ts because your answer probably is there.
Yeah.
I mean, because that when I hear that, I think about getting in here and just
Mm,
living there a little bit too much, to a point where it could be counterproductive for you.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So that to me, and that would just swing you back to the balance point. That's all. It could be it could be literally be one or two words that's on the tip of your tongue. You just couldn't think of it because you were mad because of whatever. And then you just go in there and check out the don'ts. Boom, that's right. I'm supposed to do this. Okay, boom. Next thing you know, you're back to homeostasis. It's
Gotcha.
like a reference point, but you have all the other tools right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just that once you have that one thought, you go back to, oh, shoot, I'm supposed to say this. Oh, I'm supposed to do that. Just to get you, just any type of trigger to get you back to that balance point. And I
Mm,
think that those do's and don'ts are good for that. Or just a technique itself. Go back to 3, 2, 1. Go back to start, stop, continue, whatever it is. Because you're hitting 320, and all it takes is that one little thing to throw you off. And I know as a water, you can just live in here and a little bit too long. So,
absolutely.
yep, that's good stuff though. Writing down what you see, success, emotions, pregame efficiency, controllable mode. Yep, there you go. Clarify your thoughts and gain deeper insight. There you go. I mean, you pretty much have it. It's the tough thing is just remembering things sometime. Just catching
Hmm.
yourself. That's half the battle a lot of times. Develop a plan based on your reflections, outline specific steps to address improvements and maintain strength. That's nice. Take action. Implement your plans. Consistently small changes. There you go. And then all sports, but just because everybody here right now is baseball, that is the challenge over 100, especially at the professional level where Cameron is. Y'all play what, 140 something, I guess?
No, we're at 96.
96? Okay, okay. Well,
Yeah.
96 games, still, that's no joke over an extended period of time traveling, doing all the traveling and pulling into a city 3 o'clock in the morning because of the rain, because you had a rain delay in the last one, and next thing you know, you can't do a show and go for whatever reason, and you quick turnaround is that's the type of crazy stuff that happens, and it's easy for you to get thrown out of your routine. So you want to have that easy trigger to get you right back. Return to balance. Back to home mistakes. There you go. Use them three. Yep, there you go. Use the 3, 2, 1. Oh, this is just the stuff. Okay, take action, follow up on the plan, continue to run fine. That's okay. That's okay.
Oh
That's
yeah,
just
my bad.
backup on you. All right. Well, that's solid. Um, everybody else. So I think this is great for the younger guys. Was there anything different that Cameron put in his routine post pre and post that caught you guys' eye? We'll start with Cam and work our way around.
I like the do's and don'ts part because I'm really big on that. Now that I learned a lot about the affirmations, I like the fact that you can like almost change the mood if you tell yourself a certain affirmation, knowing when to do it and knowing when to be in your homeostasis.
Okay. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Let's see, Micah, what do you think?
This might not be what you're going for, but I thought the pregame meal was an interesting part that I don't really have, like the consistency he had on that, or what he said he did. So I thought that was pretty cool, like the steak and brown rice. So I'll probably try to stay more consistent with my pregame meals.
Actually, that's exactly what I'm looking for. Exactly. Something that stands out, something you can add. Because, it's all a group here, That's I'm glad you took away what you took away, same with Cam. And I think this is the Jorn. The Jorn, if this is you, why don't you type your response over there in the chat? We'll see. We'll respond to that. I know Julian's trying to get in here. I don't think he's here yet.
Oh, no, I'm in here, Coach Ronnie.
Okay. Oh, so okay, you're the phone number three.
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
off on
so
three.
that means the join is still out here. What's that? I'm gonna join, but I'm not home. Okay, he's driving. I'll see if he's listening. He being the join. All right, so Julian, do you have a pregame, postgame?
Meals, no, not really. I don't like to eat much before a game. And post game, I don't know. I just kind of just try to relax and you know come back down because you're pretty amped up from a game. So just trying to find that middle to calm down and relax after a game.
Okay. I can't remember you here last week. No, you weren't here last week. Okay, so you don't even know. So last week, oh no, we talked about it during our call. Last week, we talked about the pregame and postgame routines, and everybody's supposed to put one together and post it in the VIP group. So don't do that now, obviously, because you can't think about it. But you know, hopefully we can get more insight from the join. We can discuss a little bit more amongst ourselves, and I'll give you an idea what to write and post. But I'll share the screen so you can see specifically what Cameron did. And I know, well, yeah, this is Cameron's right here. I'm gonna hold off on the sharing. Let's just hold off on that right now because we have to go over everybody else's. So
All right.
let's was that
I just said all right.
okay? So you can go. We can all go into the group right now and look at Micah's. I'm looking at it right now. I guess it would be easier to go ahead and share. So why don't we just? I'll go ahead and share it. Let's go ahead and do that. So we all can check it out. I think this should be it right here. Y'all see it?
Yep.
All right. So here's Micah's right here. So this is what I'm talking about, Julian, something like this. Hey, coach, did mine a little different? So yeah, the pregame. This is what Micah does first. Hydrate the day prior, a lot of water, love that. Hydrate the day of, killing that, yes. Go in the car ride, body armor visualize. Nice, nice. Talking, what are you visualizing at that point, Micah?
Mainly for me is hitting. That's where I feel like I struggle the most mentally. So
Mhm.
for me, I'm thinking I'm like seeing a pitcher, and then as stupid or as crazy as this sounds, like just like maybe 25 reps of just me barreling the ball over the second baseman's head.
Far from stupid. That's what your goal is, right? That's what you want to do. It's the exact opposite of stupid. It's a high level of preparation. Because, like we said last week, by the time when you start visualizing, when you get good at this, what you see in your head needs to be an exact replica of what's going to take place on the field. Your subconscious doesn't know the difference between the two. All right, keep that in mind. You want to be as visual and as in detail as possible when you're doing that visualization. All right, that's awesome. Stretch individually while the team hits BP. Love that. Love that. Stretch at center field right before a game. Prayer, hip activation. Nice, nice. Post game, that body armors. There's like one mainstream drink that they haven't ruined yet, and it's body armor. That's good to see. I mean, look at Prime. I don't know if Prime's mainstream is body armor, but they're in a lawsuit. They've been class actioned up. I think they have class action lawsuit going on. They're putting is it Carthaginians? That's the right word, right? Carthaginians, ingredients that cause cancer. They're in a lawsuit. Prime is about that. And there's numerous other ones, but body armor's been standing firm, so I like that. All right, so you visualize what went well and what I need to improve. Boom, there you go. Box breathe to calm down and get to better state. And I'm starting the journal. That's fire. That is outstanding. That is, I gotta like that. That is good stuff, dude. Um, Big on hydration. That's huge. Um, Box breathing. Is that something that's been working for you in the past?
Yeah, I like box breathing. There's like a lot of different methods, but for me, that's what I use. Hold or breathe in for 4 seconds, hold it for 4 seconds, breathe out for 4 seconds, and then um, pause for 4 seconds. I feel like
Yeah.
that really calms me down and slows my heart rate down. But there's multiple breathing methods that you can use.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. Okay. That's good stuff. Really good stuff. Any feedback from Cam and Cameron, Kenneth and Cameron?
I thought it was great, especially the hydration part. That's something I didn't have on my pregame that I just added on there.
Okay. And you too, Julian. Like I said, I keep looking up there and I just see names. So, Micah, sorry, Cameron go, then Julian goes. What do
Yeah,
you
I
have for
thought
that?
the visualization on the way over there, I mean, that's a game changer, no matter how weird it is.
Exactly. Yep. Weirder the better. Long as it has teeth, man, the weirder is usually the better. Julian, what about you?
I was gonna say visualization too, but also the stretching the center field before the game with the pair and stuff. It could be something to help you, just like a routine to get you in the right mindset.
100%, 100%. Yes. Boom, boom, boom. So, Cameron, and yours, Kenneth. Were you able to copy and paste that? Because I can actually pull it up here now. Since
Yeah, I thought it was in the group chat.
huh?
I thought it was in the group chat.
It is? Okay, it might be. I might, did you post it recently or earlier? I'm scrolling up.
I posted it at the beginning.
The very beginning of the call,
Yeah,
and you posted separately from everybody else, or was it in the response to the chat?
I thought it was with everybody else.
Okay, so we see Micah's. Let's see if you're right here. Four comment. Okay, that was four comments. See Micah's, Cameron, 7 days, my name. Um, okay, so it might be easy just to head over here and pull you up. 'Cause I saw it. Is this, VIP crew? This is it right here, right? Can y'all see that well just over here? Because I can copy and paste it real quick and put on a Word, make it a Word doc. Can y'all see it pretty easily?
I can see it all right on my end.
Yeah, I
Uh,
probably can. I'm fine. That's fine.
I don't think I can. I don't think I can maximize it. Group chat, no. Group chat members, change image. No. Okay, we'll just go with it. So pregame visualization, everything that I want to go well. Okay. Oh, before we move on, Micah, this one thing I wanted to say. You might do this already. Probably do. You might want to consider a at bat routine, something specific. You know what I mean? I know I can't remember who was on the call, but we had Grayson from the facility, Grayson Bird. He was talking about what he used to do at Clemson. He had it down to I would breathe, tap the handle on my back 3 times, blink 3 times, breathe. He had a whole system for each at bat just to lock them in and keep the voices in your back of your head. I was talking to some younger kids earlier in the week. They said, you know, whatever you do, don't strike out. That was some of their self talk. You know what I mean? To minimize or eliminate that self talk, maybe add a specific at bat routine. Is that something you already have or no?
I will. I wouldn't say it's great, but I'm working on it, so I can do better with that.
Okay. Yeah, because you see it the big leaguers in college all the time. We don't look at it as a routine till you start looking at it as a routine. We just see people drawing in the dirt with their foot, tapping the bat, swinging, but that's all, a lot of times, that's all planned out. So I'm sure Cameron, if he doesn't have one himself, I'm sure some guys on your team have some crazy or not crazy, just their routine that they do, you know? I mean, and at that level, it starts well before the at bat. I think I talked about this before with the pregame. You'll have some guys out on the line doing their hip stuff, sprint. Some guys are in the clubhouse watching video, in the cage, hitting off the tee, visualizing. At that level, it starts way before what you finally the finished product you see on the field. So think about that. Something specific for your at bats. I hope that shows up on the that when they break down the sections that I post on IG. Do you ever see those when I post these on IG? I post the segments of our videos on IG and doesn't get a lot of views. So I'm just gonna put it in stories because people, whatever, for whatever reason, doesn't get that attention, but it's still good stuff. And I think that's a good segment for that. So let's head on back to Cam. Wall ball, infield work, wall ball. Is that just you throwing a ball against the wall or something?
Oh yeah, that's me like tossing the ball against the wall, just working on my hands.
Yeah. Okay, sort of like pepper by yourself, basically.
Yeah,
All right. Active warm up, sprints, post game. When you say active warm up sprints, that with you by yourself or with the team? How's that work?
it's like after the team warm up, and then
Mm-hmm.
like my separate warm up to really get me to as fast as I can move.
Mm-hmm. There you go. Now, like we talked about last week, how that's the time at the next level they're really talking to each other, getting that final, all right, let's get it type self-talk going. Is that something you do when you're doing those last sprints?
Yes,
Okay, perfect, perfect. So journaling everything that now we're talking post game, as you guys can see. Journal everything that went well and everything that didn't go well. Perfect. Figure out how I can fix the things that didn't go well before my next game. There you go. Envision myself correcting things that I didn't do well. So okay, so when the visualization, that part of the visualization, is that a weekly thing or is that a after post game thing? How's that work?
it's like a after post game thing, but it is something that I do pretty much every day.
Okay, perfect, perfect. That's the key because that's how you get that's how you turn on that subconscious mind, like we always talk about. All right, so that is all three that we have here. Guys, this call is gonna be available afterwards. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna send it to everybody that didn't attend and say, let's go get your pregame program turned in. All right, pregame and postgame. So you guys nailed it. I'm gonna turn this off. If we need to go back, we can always go back. You guys crushed it, in my opinion. Let's see, see if the joint hasn't responded yet. Um, so I don't know if he's listening or not, but any comments about anything else before we go to the next topic? All right. So, like I said, tonight the topic's kind of open, but I think since everybody's going to be starting something, season, workouts before spring training, whatever the case may be, we need to kind of start getting in that mindset of getting ready to get after it. I know you guys are major teams, but tryout still takes place, you know. So for you guys, it's more like a spring training situation, right? You're starting to get your reps in. You know, you got to get your timing down, get used to playing in -5 degrees. You got to get used to all that stuff this time of the year. So, um, I like what Cameron led off with the nutrition. I'm gonna start at the top with Cam and work my way around. How do you feel about Kenneth? How do you feel about your nutrition right now, Kenneth? Is something you need to improve? And what do you do? Um, you know, tournament guys, travel guys with crazy schedules. Let's dive into that. What do you currently do, or what have you done in the past on those long tournament days when you play, get up there at 8 in the morning and don't get home till 8 p.m. at night? How do you handle that? That's Can't wait to hear that from our travel guys. Candace, go ahead and lead off.
Well, as far as the nutrition for like the long tournaments and all that stuff, I would say my breakfast stays the same each day, like tournament days and normal days. I start off with like I do like half a cup of oatmeal, fruit, obviously a bottle of water every morning for hydration, and like that's been the main emphasis since it's been colder in the area I'm in. I've been trying to drink more water even when I don't feel thirsty.
Mm.
And as far as the rest of the breakfast, then I have like some carbs for like bread and peanut butter. And then throughout the tournament days, I'm not really that strict on it. I don't really meal prep through the tournament.
And that's the answer I was looking for. Because that's when the fuel becomes really important. Because it's so easy to go over to the concessions and get some of that stuff over there. That's probably not even food. So next thing you know, you're at that championship game or close to it. Next thing you know, your focus might be gone a little bit. You might be tired, stuff like that. So that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for that. I know you guys, because you can control the breakfast and you can pretty much control the post game, depending how late it is. But you have more control at that time than you do that middle time. So at the concession stand, is that what you usually go to, Kenneth? Concessions?
Well, I try to stay away from the concessions, but I end up doing like fast food.
Okay. And see, I mean, there you go. That's a great example of whatever the elements, right? You can't control all that. That's when you just have to make the best choices, right? The best choices being some type of grilled chicken something, some type of grilled chicken salad. And when you go to Chick-fil-A, I was telling this to my mom when I was at home, all the old school fast food places that we grew up on, they all sold us out. All they have is garbage now. You know, McDonald's, believe it or not, McDonald's was good for you at one time. Wendy's wasn't bad, but they all sold us out, you know. So now you really, especially as an athlete, you really have to look at what you take in as your fuel. So just make that decision. You don't be like everybody else grabbing a Big Mac, a double from Wendy's. You know, if the best you can get is a daggone grilled chicken salad, go that route. You know, go with the water. Go if you're out and about anyway, go hit that Gatorade, right? Stay away from Powerade, stay away from almost everything out there except Gatorade in the convenience stores. You know, I think if they have some coconut water out there, definitely hit that. But you know, that body armor is like I said, that's almost the last standing out of the drinks you can buy at the convenience stores. They're the last man standing almost. So hit that body armor. You can never go wrong with water, but you know, just do your best to stay away from stuff that doesn't even come across as food. You know, a grilled chicken salad will fill you up in most cases, give you what you need, and you're in a better situation than you would be if you had a burger, fries, and the stuff that everybody else gravitates to. So keep that in mind. That's what all the travel guys. So, how's the post game usually go, Kenneth?
As far as post game, if I know I have a game like coming up or like back to back, I do like liquid IV for electrolytes. That's one thing. And then I do like protein bars. That's post game.
That was my point there. Treat your games like a workout. Treat your games from the recovery perspective after the game. Treat your games like a workout. I'm not saying you got to crush a whole, you know, protein shake and like anything like that. Have the mindset of recovery. You know you need to get some type of protein in after that game, right? You could have a meal replacement shake. That's fine. Can't go wrong with that. But again, you might be on your way home, and that's a situation you want to get the highest quality protein you can get, right? You want to do something like that, but keep that recovery mindset in your head as you choose your food that evening. Because a lot of cases, if you guys won, you're gonna have to get up early and do it all over again. So you don't want to start, you don't want to deal with any low quality fuel. Have that solid meal that evening with the recovery mindset, right? And then have that healthy breakfast that you can control. You might have to get up a little earlier, but you still can control what you put in your system. So that's the main thing I want to say about that post game. Just have that same recovery mentality as you do with a training session. So that's good stuff. Kenneth, how about you, Micah?
I'm pretty similar to Kenneth. My pregame and postgame is pretty similar, but I definitely fall into the category of concessions. I
Mhm.
usually like will go for like a wrap or something because like East Cod, PBR, they have pretty tasty wraps, and those aren't as bad as some of the things, but I definitely can do better, maybe like meal prep before the tournament.
Man, that's solid, man. That is solid. You just, leaving the house, just grab an apple or something. Something that's an apple. When you get out there, like, you can go into any fast foods place and you'll see a piece of fruit out there. You don't know what that piece of fruit out there, you don't know what that is. At a convenience store. That's what I mean. At a convenience store, you don't even know what that's fruit with the GMO stuff that's out there. You can, grab that apple, orange, whatever it is from your house that you know is fruit. Grab it, put it in something. You have that wrap, some body armor, in a piece of fruit. You're good to go. You know what I mean? Because at that time you need those carbs for the energy, right? So keep that in mind. So that's solid though. That's the only thing I would do. Just everything sounds good. Just add that fruit or something, something healthier. And Julian, how about yourself?
My
You
bad.
there, Julian?
Eating as we speak. But what was the question?
That?
I said my bad. I'm eating as we speak. What was the question again?
Okay, yeah. It's you all play them long, crazy long travel games, or tournament days where you're up at 8 and getting home at 8 p.m. What do you have? How do you handle nutrition then? How do you handle your breakfast? What do you have for breakfast? What do you have in the middle of the day when you're in between games? And what do you have
Honestly,
when you come home?
honestly, if it's a really early game, we'll try to like pick up like Chick-fil-A or something, like a breakfast biscuit or something, and then that'll hold me for the game. And then like after, if we play like more than one game, then there's really not much I can do because I don't make like food and stuff before the game, so I'll just pick up something or like maybe concession, get a wrap or something, and try to let that hold me up till after the game, where I can get like some cooked food.
Hmm. But that's the thing I recommend you change, you know, because you can prep the night before. you know. Now breakfast is tough for them early games, but all you need is a healthy meal replacement because you want to have something that's solid on your stomach that's going to work for you and not against you. Chick-fil-A, like I said earlier, these fast food companies we used to be able to trust them. They sold us out. If I can find this video, let me see if I can find it on my phone. I hope I can. There's a guy talking about the ingredients in a Chick-fil-A burger. Almost hurt my feelings. Even though I knew they sold us out, still hurt my feelings. This guy right here, listen. Hold up. It's killing you. This simple. Let me rewind it. Let's go find out what's in it. This is the most popular fast food item in America, and it's killing you. This simple chicken sandwich has 55 ingredients in it. Let's go find out what's in it.
One Chick-fil-A sandwich, please. Thank you so much. This is the famous Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich. The chicken contains something called sodium aluminum phosphate, which is an additive that contains aluminum, which is known for neurological diseases. Next is soybean oil. This is one of the worst seed oils, which is linked to causing obesity, inflammation, autoimmune diseases, cancer, and cardiovascular disease. You also have something called dimethyl polysiloxane, which is an industrial fluid used in breast implants and nail polish. Let's talk about the buttery bun next. Firstly, it's made of enriched wheat flour, which is the ultra processed wheat flour, which they basically has zero fiber. All this is going to do is spike your blood sugar and have you crash after. The buttery bun, in fact, actually has zero butter on it. It actually is made of butter flavored soybean oil and palm oil. If you look at the ingredient list, you will not find butter on it. It's foods like this that are killing us, making us sick, fat, and unhealthy, and hooked to pharmaceutical drugs that keep us sick. No wonder why 93% of adults today are metabolically unhealthy. Well, at least they're closed on Sundays, right? This is the most popular fast
There
food.
you have it. Case closed. Chick-fil-A. We used to be able to trust those guys. Nope. They threw us all under the bus. So, Julian, that's a great example of taking in, the fuel that's not going to help you. It's not going to help you physically. It's not going to help you mentally. Um, just get up a little earlier, hydrate, piece of fruit, meal replacement, and maybe something else that's a little more solid. Because maybe get some eggs, scramble some eggs real quick, have that meal replacement, have an egg, have a shake or a piece of fruit. You're in a good place. Meal replacement, eggs, fruit. You're solid. And then from once you get to the concessions, like I said, just make the right decisions. It's easy to crush a burger, fries, but that's the lowest of the low. That's probably worse than Wendy's, or Chick-fil-A in this case. So just get that wrap, get that salad, have a piece of fruit you got grab from the house, get that body armor or water, and then you're providing yourself with the best possible fuel you could have during that long day and finish the game. Like I said, have the mentality of recovery because if you guys win, you got to be there again in a couple hours. So let's have that recovery type meal, you know, get carbs in because you got to do it again. Obviously, protein for the muscle, and then you have to hydrate. All right. And what else? What else? That's it. How's that work for you, Julia?
It's good. I'm done with travel ball now, but it would have been. But maybe if I play in the summer, it'll be pretty good. But that's definitely helpful and stuff.
As far as what are you gonna be doing this summer, playing wise?
I'll have to see whatever my college coach wants me to do. So maybe I'll play like in a league or something like that. We'll have to figure it out yet.
Well, speaking of college, you have an alumni right here that you can talk to. Cameron, Julian's going to Grambling State.
Hey, Graham fam.
Yes, sir.
You have any recommendations for him? Graduated, can't play travel ball. Any recommendation on what he needs to do this summer?
Summer. And I'm trying to think of what I did. I think my summer before I went to college, I think I was just training, just staying ready. I mean, once you kind of hit the ground running at Grambling. Um, so I mean, just staying in shape is a big thing. Whatever you can do to stay in front of some live pitching, that's always nice. Um, yeah, but they'll get you set up when you get there, get you all right. But yeah, I'll just stay in shape, that's for sure. Yeah, treat your body well, because there's some early mornings and some long days ahead, that's for sure.
Most definitely.
We can talk about that in detail sometime, Julian, during the next call, because like I said, you don't want to go up there like an ordinary freshman. You want to go up there like a seasoned baseball player. You know, let freshmen and all these classes just be something that they happen to add on because you enrolled at that time. You know what I mean? Don't go in there with a freshman mentality. Go in there with a seasoned baseball player. I know what I'm doing, number one, but I'm learning as I'm going, number two. Right?
Let
Go
me
ahead,
let me
Cameron.
correct that. I was with you right before I went to Grambling, RK.
Oh, okay,
We
okay.
trained that summer going into me going into
Right,
Grambling. Yeah, so I was
right.
well prepared. My body was right. I was eating good. We were lifting, working out. Yeah, by the time I got there, I was ready to play by the time I got there. So the fall
That's right.
was
Yeah.
it was nothing but execution at that point. Yeah.
I went to that because I went to one of your games. I forgot who y'all played. It
We
was in
were
that
playing uh we were playing FAMU in
that's right. Yeah. Yeah.
Gwinnett, I'm
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
sure.
Stripers. That's the Mets triple Mets. Braves triple A.
Yep, yep.
Yeah. I forgot all about that till you mentioned. That picture's on my website.
Yeah, that was some time ago. That was a good
Yeah,
time
that's
though.
crazy. That is crazy. But yeah, Julian, just Julian lives on the other side of Earth, basically, compared to me. It's a he's like with traffic, I don't even want to know how long it is, but without traffic, it's close to an hour, right, Julian?
Yeah, it is.
So he goes to a friend of mine, Coach Wesley. Hey, just have a conversation with him. He'll get you right.
Mhm.
Just stick with Coach Wesley. Ask him nutrition stuff. When we talk, we'll talk about nutrition. I just want you to have the structure because I can give you. I tell this example many times, and Cameron might have a similar story. Um, One of the kids I trained, I told him we've trained for a year straight. As we got close, I said, "Look, I'm not worried about you physically, but mentally, you have to be ready. When you get up there, they're going to test you somehow. I don't know what it's going to be, but they're going to test you." I think it was between about 4 to 6 weeks in. They got all the freshmen up. Like I think he said like 5 o'clock in the morning, and all they did is push the sled back and forth for an hour and a half, something like that, just to see who's gonna break. He said people were hungover, throwing up, passing out, hanging out by the trash can. He was just going back and forth like it was nothing. Like, okay, what's next? Boom, instant credibility in the eyes of his teammates, in the eyes of his coaches. That's how you want to go up there, mindset wise. You want to be your mind has to be at a whole nother level. So you can automatically stand out and cause chaos. When I say cause chaos, when they're going over that starting lineup or going on the depth chart or however it works, you're causing chaos because you're a freshman and they gotta think about, dang, I don't know, this Julian kid. I wasn't expecting all that. He might have to move up in front of so and so and at least challenge him. Chaos, right? They don't want that. They expect freshmen to just show up, all this stuff to take place, but you coming in there showing out. That's like positive chaos or maybe organized chaos. I don't know if that's the right term. I don't even know if chaos is the right word, but that's what you want to do. You want to make people make decisions, right? That they're not used to making because you're standing out, right? So we'll talk about that more, but yeah, just be ready. Be ready. Um, so travel guys, you got anything you want to add, Cameron?
I would say for y'all travel guys, and something that I learned later through college and these past few years in pro ball, was figuring out what foods travel well. Because you can pack a lot of like small, just grab and go foods, like fruits Ronnie was talking about, like dates. I always pack dates on the road because they're super high in carbs, fiber. It's like just quality sugars too. Like you'll get as much sugar out of those that you'll get from that Chick-fil-A sandwich or the little Skittles from the concession stand. Um, like trail mix, and you can snack on them during the game. So like you're fueled all day because a lot of the times we'll have snacks in the dugout throughout, but even then we're able to go to the grocery store or go to the the gas station, and I might grab like re-up on some trail mix or something and just keep it in my bag, keep it on me, take it to the dugout, wherever I'm going, just so I can just toss a handful of it in and be good to go. Um, but yeah, research that stuff. There's a good book I got a hold of. It's called Nancy Clark's Sports Nutrition. Um, and it's a whole deal. And she goes through all types of quick grab and go foods. I mean, post game, pre game, while you're sick, like all types of stuff. And she got recipes for shakes and stuff. And so I don't know, get weird with it. If y'all think visualization, if you're gonna be weird enough to practice visualization, you might as well be weird enough to eat, crazy foods or foods at least your teammates aren't eating.
Mhm.
So, and that, I mean, that alone helps your performance like tenfold. So, yeah, do the research. I mean, you guys, there's plenty of information out there. Um, yeah, no, it doesn't take long either. So that's all I got though.
Okay. Great stuff. Got a specific fruit y'all need to try out or look into. I love that. Awesome, awesome. Well, I thought it's gonna go a little shorter, but we got some quality information out and it's 9 o'clock already. So instead of saying our mantra, well, let's do both. I'm gonna ask you guys, start with Kenneth. What's the out of all of this, what's the one takeaway? What's the one thing you're gonna implement ASAP and then give your mantra? That's how we're gonna go around the screen. So Kenneth, what do you have?
I would say the nutrition. I didn't have that on there.
Mhm.
Nutrition after games and pre-game. And then weekly mantra would probably be just stack days. Since
Stagnant.
everybody probably off right now, just because of Christmas break and New Year's, just stacking days up until we get back and we start scrimmaging.
Yeah. Nice, nice. Micah.
Yeah, probably the same thing. Nutrition, maybe some dates. I'll try those. And then mantra, just keep grinding. I mean, we're in the off season, and this is when it matters most. So keep grinding, trust the process.
100%. Julian.
The pregame routines and pregame meals, and like you said, the mantra is keep working. Start getting ready for the season. It's closer than it's about 2 weeks before practice and stuff. So just keep working.
Yes, yes. I love it. Love it. And like I always say, just bring value to whatever you do. Treat it like a job. Everybody, every coach has a stack of resumes. What can you do to get to the top of that stack? Right? Show up as strong as you can be, show up as fast as you can be versatile as you can be, have a strong mindset, captain leadership type mindset. And like I said earlier, create organized chaos, make people make decisions. You're not a freshman, you're a seasoned baseball player that it just happens to be your first year at Grambling State. Treat it as such, all right? And treat every situation as such. Bring value. Great call, guys. I'm gonna post it, and that's it. You guys have a great weekend, and as always, and it's starting to happen slowly but surely. Let's continue the communication within the website because ideally during the season, I want to know how everybody did after the tournament, right? Because you just stop on the way home. I would love for it to be part of your routine. Hey guys, I went 3 for 3. We came in second place, could have won it. A couple things happened, whatever, but we did well. I did well. Looking forward to the next. Just something short to the point like that. We all have your back afterwards. So let's just keep slowly but surely chipping away at that communication. And again, it's that time of the year. If any of your guys on your team need a little mental help, just invite them to the Zoom call and they're going to get it or they're not. But, you can always invite them. So that's it. That's all I have. Everybody have a great week. I look forward to seeing you on social media. I look forward to seeing you on the website. I'm out.